Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. I'm really excited to talk about my May TBR with you today. I have another tiny TBR and I am very excited about it. It really worked well for me in April to just minimize my TBR and then allow myself to mood read throughout the month. It worked so well for me. I think I read still 12 to 13 books, but the pressure of having to read specific books was not there. So I could just kind of pick up random things, or if I hauled a book, I could read it right away. I just loved the freedom of being able to read what I wanted throughout the month and not having the pressure of a big TBR. I'm a big fan of a TBR though, so I'm not totally doing away with my TBRs. So today I'm going to tell you about the books that I plan to read in May, and there aren't that many of them, but one of them is a very special announcement because I'll be hosting a read-along. I will get to that one in a moment. But first, my patrons had 3 choices yet again to choose for the month of May: The Garden of Small Beginnings, The Mothers, and Keeping Lucy. I kind of asked my patrons what kind of book they were in the mood for, and someone said, hey, it's Mother's Day. So these two kind of have to do with a mother/mother-daughter relationship. And then a lot of other people said, I want something a little more lighthearted and fun. And this one seemed to fit the bill for that. So those were the choices, and the winner was The Garden of Small Beginnings. So this will be my patron book club read for the month of May. If you have been thinking about becoming a patron, the link is down in the description box below. I would love for you to join me over there, as well as a bunch of other people. I am 30 people away from doing another really big giveaway. So if you're considering becoming a patron, I would love to have you. If not, nothing on this channel is going to change. There's just a few bonus things over there for you. But yeah, I'm excited to read The Garden of Small Beginnings. However, I am a little bit nervous about it because Abby Waxman also wrote The Bookish Life of Nina Hill, and I did not care for that one very much. In this one, we follow Lillian, who I believe is an illustrator. I don't know if she's a graphic novel illustrator or what she illustrates, but she's an illustrator. She does animated films. I just don't know. She's an illustrator who kind of is down on her luck. Maybe has just experienced a divorce. She's a single mom for the last 3 years. Oh no, she's a widow. Really having some like a mental breakdown, really struggling with depression and even suicidal thoughts. Someone encourages her to get involved with this community garden. And so she starts and convinces her sister and maybe her daughter to join her. And through this group of gardeners, kind of finds a new spark in life. And I heard that it's pretty snarky and sarcastic and fun, but also does deal with some emotional issues as well. So I think that will be a fun, gardening, it's the perfect time of year to talk about gardening. So I'm really excited to give this one a chance, and I hope that I like it more than I liked The Bookish Life of Nina Hill. We'll see. Also on my radar this month, before I get to the read along, I'm going to be reading Where the Lost Wander by Amy Harmon. Angie from The Science Mama has started a historical fiction book club every month, and this is her choice for May. It is also one of my 5-star predictions that I still need to make my way through. So I'm excited to read this one. I have read one other Amy Harmon and really loved it, so I'm looking forward to reading another one from her. This one takes place on the Oregon Trail. And again, I believe we have a woman who's been widowed at quite a young age. I think she's only 20. She still goes with the caravan of people headed west. And I believe she strikes up a relationship with one of their guides who is half Pawnee and kind of caught between two worlds. And they develop a relationship while on the trail. I think something along those lines. I don't think I've ever read an Oregon Trail type book before, so I'm really excited for that. Also super hopeful. It was in my 5-star prediction, so I'm super hopeful that it is a 5-star read. The next one is another buddy read I will be doing with Kate Howe. This is The Telling Touch by Kira Dominguez. And Kate has been on a kick lately with some sweet romances or proper romances. And this is one author that she has talked about before. And I said that I'd be interested in reading that with her. So I grabbed it from Amazon. In this one, we follow Margaret, or Meg Summers. She's been in love with Nicholas Ainsley for a really long time, but she has some kind of gift or ability where she can tell or knows that he does not reciprocate her feelings. Due to her sister's scandal, Meg, or Margaret, is kind of an outcast. She is under a cloud of suspicion. She resigns herself to being the outcast, the unacceptable girl. So isolated and vilified, she's content to live in the country with her grandfather. But then her sister is widowed quite young and returns home and sets in motion unthinkable plans, forcing Meg to break the silence of the family's unusual abilities to keep Nick safe from a fate she cannot allow. Little does she know she's had the wrong of it for these many years, and Nick has his work cut out for him to prove the truth of his heart. I think I'm really going to enjoy this proper or sweet romance. This will be the first official book that I have read together with Kate Howe, so I'm really looking forward to that as well and having that discussion with her. And finally, I'm so excited to be reading this next book, and I'm inviting you to join along. And that is to read Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. I first read this in college for a class and remember really liking it, but that was quite a long time ago. So I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I think I first mentioned it for the first round of the BookTube spin, and a bunch of people said, hey, I would love to read that too. So it got me to thinking, let's just do it as an official read-along. So we're calling it Mere Christianity May, and I have invited a handful of other booktubers to join me in hosting it. And what that means is that every week we will have a live in the month of May. So on Sundays at 4 in the afternoon Eastern time, I'll put all the information down below. Every Sunday we will have a live where we talk about the next section of this book. It's conveniently separated into 4 different parts. So starting on Mother's Day, which I know might be a hard day for people to participate in a live, but just for continuity's sake, we're just going to keep it on that day, and who can come, can come. But we will be discussing Mere Christianity throughout the month of May, and I'm going to be joined by Rainey from Rainy Day Reads, Amanda from The Curly Reader, Kelly from Cozy Reader Kelly, Becca from Hicks Picks Books, Danny from Spinelli Speaks, Christy from Christy Lewis, Dostoevsky in Space, and Amy from Amy Bowman. They are going to be joining me for these lives. They might not all come to all of them, but we will have a handful of people at each one to discuss Mere Christianity. In the description below, I will lay out like the pages or the sections for each week and the dates of the lives so that you can mark your calendars and then be watching for the thumbnails to come at a later time. But I'm really excited to be reading Mere Christianity. I think this nonfiction is going to have a lot to discuss, and I think hearing from different perspectives and maybe different denominations that we all come from and different backgrounds, I just think the discussion will be more rich and full because of hearing from different voices and not just me. So I'm really, really excited to dive into Mere Christianity, and I would love for you to join in the month of May. So let me know if you're interested in joining in that. There's nothing you need to do. It will just be a live on my channel for you to join in the conversation for this. So yeah, that is it for May. My little itty bitty teeny 4-book TBR. Does that mean that I'm only going to read 4 books in the month of May? No, you guys know me much better than that. I'm hoping in May, actually, it's been a while since I've worked on sequels. In April with my little TBR, I ended up working quite a bit on NetGalley, and I read 3 or 4 of my NetGalley books. One of them I ended up DNFing. 2 of them I ended up DNFing. And then 3 I finished. So that's 5 altogether. So I worked on 5 NetGalley books in the month of April, which is awesome. So in May, I'm hoping to take a look at some of my series and work on some of those throughout the month, but no pressure. We're just gonna see where the mood takes me. But I will be reading these 4 books in the month of May. And again, I would love for you to join in Mere Christianity. And if you're a patron or want to become a patron, I'd love for you to join this one with me. Join Angie in reading Where the Lost Wander. And then this one will be a buddy read. So yay, that's it. My little tiny TBR. As always, you guys know I love talking with you down in the comments, so please feel free to comment about these 4 books or about anything else. What are you really looking forward to in the month of May? And let's chat down there. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't yet already done that. And I will be talking to you in another video very soon. Bye!